to the Play It By Ear podcast. The podcast where the topics may vary because, hey, we play it by ear. And now your hosts, Eric Fiskus, Brady Liming, and Todd Griffin.
I apologize for the poor production on my part. There was a little, but that was not seamless between the countdown and the intro.
Was that new music we were listening to there?
I like the music.
It was very cerebral. Yeah, it was something was happening there. Like
Don't mind me. I thought it reminded me of a Coldplay song.
I could see that.
Stop.
Yeah, good thing. At least it didn't have the Coldplay singing and lyrics to make it even.
Hey, leave
more
my band alone. I like them.
I don't mind me some Coldplay. I know. I don't understand. They seem to be very polarizing. Hate or love, isn't it? Well,
not as polarizing as Nickelback.
True.
Well, this is true.
Which makes no sense. Nickelback's a damn good band.
Yeah, well.
I don't know that I've ever heard a band take as much hate as Nickelback, especially a band that's successful.
Yeah.
As much hate as them.
And I don't want to compare their success. I'll tell you, there is a lot of dislike for Limp Bizkit. Even though they're not up in that upper echelon, they seem to elicit a very visceral, you know.
But no, I can see that. I think Limp Bizkit prided themselves on being annoying back in the day. I think that was they wore. I mean that in a good like they wore it. I was actually thinking the other day. I can stomach Fred Durst now more than I ever could. He's kind of he's just an old man and doesn't really. Yeah. You know what I mean? He wears it well. He just kind of. But I don't think I don't think you can go that route though, because Limp Bizkit was very niche-y, very to where Nickelback is just pretty. I mean, there's no other way. It's just a rock and roll band. You know what I mean? Like a mainstream radio friendly rock and roll band.
Yeah. Agree.
Hello, Savannah. Historian, did you miss that? No more loud bass hum. At the end, well, it was a different overlay. It was a different video. So got all kinds of them here. Just whatever I decide to click on. The possibilities are endless.
At the beginning of every podcast, if we don't get it, just for 3 seconds, I'll go. Just so people don't have separation anxiety.
But it's more like.
Very good. Yes.
It is that. You know what that makes me think of? It's that sound that Howard Stern makes in private parts when the girl's sitting on the speaker.
Right. Howard Stern.
So I
games.
As you can see, I've tried to do some things with the layout here. And our chat appears to the left of Todd, or to the right of Todd, actually. And if you look at our overlay at the top, you see all of our different platforms and things. You can search Play It By Ear Podcast on Facebook, X, and Instagrams. You can listen and watch on YouTube's, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Twitch, and Rumble, and iHeartRadio, and the iHeartRadio app.
I feel like we're wrapping this up instead of beginning.
Well, I want to explain everything up there because I added something. PlayItByEarPodcast.com is back online. Now, it's not going to look the same. I've got some work to do on it, but it's there. The isms are there.
Nice.
So you can do the drop down. The isms, go to that if you like. But there is a feature that is there, and I'm not trying to pressure anybody. It's not my intent. However, you do have the capability of leaving a tip if you like. and not like don't take any wooden nickels, or
Don't eat yellow
anything
snow.
else. Right. Don't eat yellow snow. And Brady's
Don't
snickering up
sweat the
there.
petty stuff and don't pet the sweaty stuff.
Right. I mean, a tip of a monetary variety. I've not heard that before.
Your sticker's picking out and vice versa.
We're full of them. You can go to playitbyyourpodcast.com. You can leave a monetary enhancement if you like. And if someone does, it should appear in that area to the left of Todd.
All right, so I'll do it. Someone leave us $1. I'll pay you back when I see you if we have to. We just want to see if it
Leave
works.
2 cents. Leave your 2 cents literally.
I didn't know if there was like a minimum. That's what I was.
I think $1 is a minimum, but
Yeah. So if someone leaves us $1, I'll pay. Brady will pay you back when he sees you.
one doll hair. Anybody.
We just want to see if it works. Does it chime? I wonder if it chimes.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Do we have to start clapping and ring a bell like at certain tourist bars,
Or Long John's.
We have several people here, and the chat's appearing over here, but I'll highlight people too. Why not? So Brady explained it perfectly once. If the internet was at capacity in the 80s than it is today, Def Leppard would be made fun of as much and as hard as Nickelback does today. That's true. It's true.
The Hysteria over under because there was 7 or 8 hits from Hysteria and people kind of reached maximum Def Leppard capacity. And then they, and it's the same phenomenon in my mind.
Yeah, but yeah, that's true. I wholeheartedly agree. But although there have been other acts that came out around the same time as Nickelback, that I always talk about that first. It might not have been their first, but the first success, like big Matchbox 20 album that had so many releases off of it.
It's a good song. I mean, a good album. My bad.
I mean, it had so many releases off on the radio, and they never caught the crap that Nickelback caught.
Yeah, true.
And still catches.
I still
that first. Speaking of which, the first Hinder album, that thing had at least 5 or 6 radio releases off of it.
Yeah,
and the second one should have.
Yeah.
Look at this freaking cat. It's a freeloaded piece of crap. I will just bust out and laugh at every time I hear that.
Jim is with us. Hello, Jim.
Hi, Mace.
Richard is also with us.
Hey, Richard.
Hello. We have 8 people in the room, so if you haven't chimed in, go ahead and do so or not.
We figured it might be a little bit because we kind of did this spur at the moment. We would, I guess, kind of explain a little bit with our professions. And we had that week of snow days because of the snowstorm. Some like Eric's side hustle and, there's just things that's been canceled and rescheduled. And it just made last week a nightmare. And we thought we were going to run into the same thing this week. But the fact that, everything was canceled tonight because it is daggone frigid out there.
Cold.
It's cold.
Cold.
I was seeing the clips from Pensacola, Florida, Todd. I was wondering if your brother-in-law, like, it's snowing in Pensacola.
My brother? Yeah. He sent me a picture earlier.
Does he live in Pensacola?
He lives in Navarre Beach.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, they're getting snow. I don't know how much. He sent me a picture of a dusting.
I just heard a sound. What was that sound? Did you hear that?
I think it's Brady's washing machine.
It's off.
Okay.
All devices are off.
Savannah giving us an update. Little Pete saw the snow for the first time and was fascinated with it. He tried to chase the flakes. Well,
actually, I don't know if I can get this to pull up here or not. I'll play this video my brother sent. I didn't see this one he sent me a little bit ago. I'm going to turn it down because if he's talking in it, chances are it's going to be something.
Oh my gosh. And that's Navarre. Palm trees and snow. You don't see that.
Nice.
I feel for him, man, because they probably aren't prepared for such shenanigans.
Didn't you say something about schools not having furnaces?
Yeah.
I didn't really ever think about that, but it's a valid point.
I think it was Santa Rosa Rosa Beach. Their school system was out because, like I said, they just don't have furnaces, and it was going to be a high of 50, but a low of like 28. And if you don't got it, you don't got it.
Yeah. Little Pete enjoying the snow. I don't. My wife and I were talking last night. I'm not sure when my dog has gone to the bathroom for the last 2 weeks, but it hasn't been outside.
You haven't found it in the house yet.
I think she's holding it. I mean, like we haven't. I mean, she will not. I mean, it's pretty common that she won't go out in the snow, but usually she'll at least go like even a foot from the door on the porch and go. She won't even. It's just like, yeah, it can't be good for her. It can't be healthy.
My dogs aren't digging it either. Like I said, the golden retriever, she's usually above the fray, but she got the old. Well, she got her anus a little bit too close to the snow, and she was not digging it. They were not enjoying this.
Yeah.
Eric, you're looking like you're amused.
Wife just walked in and started talking. It's like, should I come on? Got something deep to say. Right. Richard, probably don't have salt or other things there either, or snow removal equipment.
No.
Yeah, it's true. Not prepared. All right. So enough of that stuff. I don't know if anyone left a tip yet or not. Nothing is chimed over here. So
yeah, if you do leave that $1 tip, let us know you left it so we can.
Yeah. All right. So episode 183 of the Play It By Ear podcast. Welcome. Have some things to tidy up here, I believe. Finish up some things that we started on our last marathon episode.
Funny thing is, there's actually a bracket that we started even a long time before, and we never had finished before the holidays, and I don't even remember what it was. Do you guys remember what that was?
Yeah, it was a cheesecake or the cake.
Oh, the cake versus pie.
The cake versus pie. We never finished that. Huh.
We will not leave you hanging on that.
Yeah,
we'll get to that.
We got to get back around so I can get my dander up again. Let that sit for a bit.
Yeah, the soup doesn't get your dander up as much.
Not really. Soup is a soup. There's no changing esoteric definition of what a soup is.
Chili soup.
Yeah, we have
chili soup.
Yeah, that bugs me. Chili soup. Although I think it's just a thickening thing. It's how thick it is. Thick. Like Alan.
Thicky.
Alan Tahike.
All right. So again, you see all of our things up there in the overlay up there. All of our platforms. Go to our website. Look around. There's not a whole lot to look at right now, but see, Jim's trying to get my dander up in all caps. So on this thing, I could have taken your all caps comment there and had it stricken because I have the ability to do that. You in the settings, you can strike any comments in the chat that are all automatically. Our chat bot will do that automatically, stricken away from the chat with your all caps. But I didn't do that. I'm a freedom of speech guy. So
freedom of case. Freedom of case. Upper or lower.
All right. So Todd, you've got the soup bracket. We're continuing with that.
Yes.
And we'll see kind of where we go from there. I think Brady has something, or I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. We play it by ear.
We do. So Todd, take it away.
Okay, back to the soup bracket. We got through the entire first round. So we are into the second round now. First matchup. Lobster bisque, which defeated split pea with ham. That first matchup was just a nightmare, wasn't it? That was just a mess. Just a slop. Basically, two slops in a bowl, one green, one red.
One's a title slop, one's a landlubber slop.
Yeah. So we have lobster bisque, versus chunky chicken corn chowder.
Chunky chicken what?
Corn chowder.
Chunky chicken corn chowder. It should be said like that. I don't know why. So base, I've not had chunky chicken corn chowder, but I know I would like it much more than biscuit.
Now, the chunky chicken corn chowder beat matzo ball chicken soup,
which was a travesty in my opinion.
Matzo bowels.
That comes afterwards. But yeah, seafood.
Can we
of
go
any,
back?
No.
Can we go back and ask how anyone can eat split pea soup? Like, first off, peas are gross enough, but turning them into just moisture, and sucking them from a spoon is just about as gross as it gets.
Why would one split a pea in the first place? Whoever came up with that? It's all mush in the middle. It's mush inside of a it's almost like a sausage casing sort
Well,
of.
it's the epidermis, and once you peel that, and it's just pea guts. But I just don't see. I don't know. It's just a bad idea. And split pea sounds much more probably appetizing than pea mush, which is what it is.
Well, how do you split a pea? If you try to cut it with a knife, it would just collapse.
That'd be a cumbersome job.
It would.
You'd have to have one of those jeweler eye things, like.
You probably have to do it with a laser nowadays.
Yeah.
So you can split a pea. All right. So we're getting votes. So my vote would be, according to what people are saying in the chat, C4, chunky chicken corn chowder.
Go chowder.
Yeah.
No, that's it. Chunky chicken corn chowder.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't. Why are the comments coming up really small on the screen, saith Josh Michael?
Because I got to mess with the settings. I didn't know what they would look like until we got into this. So
yeah.
But I'll put them on the bottom like usual. Let me do this.
It looks like C4 is running away with it.
Yeah, I think we already talked about how just dastardly and disgusting that lobster bisque is.
Yeah.
There's just,
I mean, now, wait a minute.
enjoyable.
So, okay, yeah. C4.
I think I did see
C4.
one bisque vote, but it was only one.
Did you see a bisque vote? I didn't see
I
it.
thought I did. Actually, I thought Josh voted for bisque,
Well,
but now I see that.
I think he was just correcting himself from a previous
gotcha.
comment.
Gotcha.
So see, I'm penciling it in. I'm pinning it in. I'm not even using a pencil.
Yeah. So there's eight people in the room. So, and by the way, I didn't properly welcome Mr. Flowers and Mr. Michael
and Miss Laura. Did you properly
welcome one and all? And
did,
Laura,
did I? Yeah, I need to scroll back up and welcome Laura.
So
Laura.
it goes on the chunky chicken corn chowder in Laura. I agree with you. Neither is one that I would pick, but I guess the essence of the game is we have to choose one, right?
But I guess, Brady, I'm going to challenge you here, as I've been known to do when it comes to you and your foods. What do you not like about chunky chicken corn chowder?
The word chowder.
Well,
It sounds gross. I like chunky chicken. I like corn, but the word chowder does not fall.
But I think it's because
and it ruins my appetite.
Right, no, but I think it's because you're associating it with seafood.
You are absolutely right.
Right. Just
And
the
it's a word
only reason
alone.
I ask is because I want to point out to our audience that there's nothing seafood about this. There's no fishiness, no fish paste, no chunks of seafood.
I also think of
it's-
chowder as being white and milky. and that's not one of my favorites. You know
Because
what I
I've heard
mean?
of corn chowder before.
Yes.
Just straight up corn chowder.
Didn't we define chowder last time?
I thought we did. But I didn't think we were right because I thought somebody first said something about it having seafood. I don't know. Let's do it again.
But you know, I'm gonna be honest. It's I'm gonna go harken back to George Carlin's fussy eater bit. It doesn't sound right. I don't like it because it doesn't sound right, like
Chowder,
squash or
a
kumquat.
rich. See, this says a rich soup typically this is the definition someone gave us last week. A rich soup typically containing fish, clams, or corn with potatoes and onions.
Whoa.
So the rich is what I like. I like a rich soup. I don't want a soup I can read the paper through. I want some richness. I want some thickness, some girth, some heaviness.
Want a girthy soup.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like a thick soup.
If I hold my spoon, I at least want it to take its time.
Want some
drizzling
liquid
out of
tension there.
My utensil, yeah.
The more impoverished soups are more runny. They don't stick to the spoon.
Are we
They'll
ready for the
stick
next
to your
matchup?
ribs.
Next
Yes, go
matchup
ahead.
we have broccoli cheddar, which beat she crab soup.
Imagine that.
What did we find out about she crab?
I forget.
Isn't that a Cyndi
I'll look it
Lauper
up.
song?
She crab, he crab, and we crab.
Thank you, Eric. I appreciate you getting my joke.
Hey, you're welcome.
Or we have chunky, cheesy tortilla with chicken, which beat black bean soup, bam blam. So we have broccoli cheddar versus chunky, cheesy tortilla with chicken.
I am going chunky tortilla on pollo. I'm gonna go with it. That sounds good to me.
Okay, say it again. Chunky chicken tortilla
versus broccoli cheddar. BC.
Ooh. That's tough.
It is tough.
That's a tough matchup. Chunky chicken tortilla by a hair.
Josh, you need to share a vat of Amber's potato corn chowder with us. It's 2 weeks in a row we've heard about how good this is. So that's the rule. Them's the rules.
Them is the rules. Yes, we need to sample that. Chunky chicken tortilla for me.
I don't know that we asked this last time, and this changes the game. Are there any fixins that we are able to add to this soup? And if we are able to add the fixins, does it count? Because there's nary a soup that I eat just plain.
I think it's got to stick to the base.
Really?
Yeah. I could debate what fixins would make it better, but you got to take it as is.
Well, okay. So I could see. I mean, all of these. I think crackers have to come into play, but chunky, cheesy tortilla soup is only good when it has those little chunky Frito things in it. Those little tortilla strips.
Oh yeah, it's got to have.
That's what I mean. Like, does that? Am I allowed to put those in there?
I think I've never had chicken tortilla soup that doesn't come with those.
Right.
I think that's part of the soup.
I like a thwallop, if you will, a dollop, whoop of sour cream in my chicken.
Thank you.
Do a dollop, do a dollop.
Eric, what about you? Do you like a thwallop?
Oh, absolutely. I like two thwallops.
Thwallops. Easy. But I'm saying I think we should be able to have it the way we like it in order for us to vote.
Well,
should that have been set at the beginning of the tournament? Because you know what I mean? Like, I don't think we should be able to change. For instance, I like broccoli soup, broccoli cheddar in a bread bowl. And I can see us not saying you can have it out of a bread bowl. But if you typically put crackers or cheese or something on that soup, I think you should be able to have that.
Yeah.
What do you think, Eric? You're the bracket master. You're the tournament
I agree.
king.
I agree with you. Totally.
Because honestly, it's just how you come to your vote. We don't all have to agree that it has those toppings. You know what I mean?
No,
There's nothing you can put in split pea ham soup that's going to make me pick that over any other soup or lobster bisque.
Voting in a soup bracket is just like voting in an election. It's very personal.
Right.
So you take your personal effects and you put them into your vote. On my 2 dollops of creme.
Because if it's just broccoli cheddar versus out of the can chunky cheesy tortilla, I'm going broccoli. But if I can put my dollop, my thud of cream cheese and some of those crunchy tortilla twist things, then it's chunky cheesy tortilla all day.
So if you look, I'll just off topic here, but if you look, I did increase the size of the chat at the bottom so people can read if you like. Without me, I'll put the comments up on the votes, but because y'all can read as we go along. All right.
My vote is chunky cheesy tortilla.
Just got a flurry of chat entries there.
Yeah.
Man, this is tough. It is. Chunky chicken tortilla by a hair. Just that much. Right. I love me some broccoli cheddar.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing. I've been confused. Laura, I apologize. I wasn't paying attention. I thought you said broccoli cheddar, especially pancreas, but it's actually broccoli cheddar, especially Panera. Because I was like, I got to ask her what she means. Yeah.
Because some people make soup out of a whole bunch of things. Placenta soup. Heard of that?
Shark fin soup.
Yeah, heard of that.
Bird's nest soup.
Sharks are inhuman. So, bird's nest. All right, let's count them up.
All right, so tell me our votes again. I said tortilla.
Yeah.
Did say tortilla? All right, so there's 3 tortillas. Celia is 4. Welcome, Celia. Richard is 5. I think that's it so far. 5 tortillas, and Jim says broccoli, and Laura says broccoli. I even after you said that, I looked at it and I said pancreas. I did the same thing you did. Maybe I just had pancreas on my mind because my pancreas doesn't function well, apparently. All right.
We just had something. Wisconsin and Michigan just came in. The Browns said 2 broccolis.
2 broccolis. Is that a tie?
I think it's 5-4. I think.
Well, there's James was a broccoli, Laura was a broccoli. 2
yeah,
broccolis for the Browns.
5-4. That's correct.
Okay.
10 people in the room, so that's 9. Someone hasn't voted. Who hasn't voted?
Once?
Twice?
Oh,
there it is.
Oh, okay. There we go.
We now have a 5-5 tie. No, it's 6-4, right? 6-4.
It's 6-4. Yeah.
I like these nicknames, so I'm going to call this one C3T. Chunky cheesy chicken tortilla. C3T. Okay. Next up, we have minestrone. No, Brady's a big minestrone. Which, by the way, I didn't say what. So yeah, minestrone beat Japanese miso soup.
It's minestrone to me.
Miso soup. Wasn't that a 2 Live Crew song?
Miso soupy.
Versus turkey noodle. Turkey noodle beat tomato bisque.
Again, imagine that.
Minestrone versus Twinkie noodle. Ooh, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
Uh, I think I still got to go minestrone with some nice Italian bread.
Oh,
My Uncle
Does
Dwight
bread
always said
count?
Italian.
does
To be
bread
funny,
count
by
though?
the way.
I guess if you broke the bread up and dropped it in the soup bowl, it would be okay. Your
I like
your
lancing it.
additives, yeah, your additives have to be in the bowl with it,
Yeah.
Yes.
up again it and in it.
I have a problem with turkey soup. I think I voted for it last time against tomato biscuit
Biscuit.
just because. But if it comes up to a worthy opponent, I can't vote for turkey soup. I know I maybe I've had turkey chili at some point, but turkey is not a general soup fixin'.
Yeah, it's not, and I'm gonna kind of borrow a page out of Josh's book here. Celia makes, I think I said this last time, she made a turkey noodle. Matter of fact, it's the only time I can remember having turkey noodle soup. She made some with leftover turkey after this last Thanksgiving, and it was fantastic. One of the best soups I've ever had. So if it's that turkey noodle, that changes things.
Sad turkey noodle. It didn't come out of a can.
Right.
Yeah.
It was thicker.
I had a really good minute. I think it was a Pompilios. Had a really excellent minestrone. Probably the best minestrone I've ever had. So, and it was really good. So, minestrone still for me, even though I would like Twinkie noodle.
Minestrone for me as well, for reasons previously stated.
I'm going to go with turkey noodles because again, if we can pick the source, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm going to go with turkey noodle.
All right. So 2
First off,
minestrones.
turkey noodle soup is not that far off if it's thick enough. It's not that far off just turkey and noodles, and I love turkey and noodles with some mashed potatoes and a roll.
True. Never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
Still, I can't place turkey in a soup generally. But anyway, 2 minestrones and 1 turkey amongst us. So let's say 3 minestrones with Richard, 4 minestrones with Laura.
This is like a TV show. 4 minestrones with Laura.
And
or
Jim
a Hugh
also
Grant
did
movie.
minestrone. Todd has turkey. James has turkey. Josh has turkey. I believe minestrone. Yes, we have other votes.
James just came in minestrone.
I counted his.
Oh, okay.
8 in the room. I think we had 7 voting. So someone hasn't voted.
Yeah, but will that one vote change it?
No, I guess not.
Yeah. Minestrone it is. Okay. Let's see here. Our next matchup, our final matchup in this side of the bracket is.
I think Celia is the one that didn't vote because she just said let's vote.
Celia, it is turkey and noodle versus minestrone. But again,
no
I don't know that it matters.
We'll allow her to log.
I think it's already
vote.
been decided.
And yes, I already bragged about your soup. What? I don't know what she's even.
She's crying.
No, she's.
Why is she upset?
It's not crying. It's barf face. It's sick.
Oh.
It's green. What's gross? It's turkey noodle versus minestrone.
Well, you said she made the turkey noodle, so she
I was
must
going to say.
Right.
Oh, minestrone must be the gross.
She likes minestrone though. Oh. All right. I'm guessing she hit a wrong button. She was trying to put an eggplant.
I hesitate to even ask what that means.
Weren't you, babe? All right. So,
Oh.
next up. What?
Oh,
Oh,
you see that up
you don't-
there? Did Celia send us $1? A doll hair?
what happened? Well, hey, I'd have to pay her back. That's pretty good. I didn't see it. What happened? What happened?
She must have sent some so chatters have the capability of sending a emoji, and I think she sent the pukey emoji, and it popped up above your head there, Todd. I don't know if you saw it or not,
No.
but it made a little sound in my ears.
No,
Do it again. Everybody's confused.
I know. I am very much confused.
This is chouse.
See, James heard it. He says, "What
Mass
the hell is
chouse.
that?"
What the heck is that?
So, Celia, did you put an emoji up there again? Put that emoji up, please.
Discovering all kinds of. I thought only the tip things would pop up there, but that's
Just
the other
tip.
things too. Just the tip.
Is that what the tipping service is called? Oh, she put it up. What's that emoji? All right, I don't see it above my head this time.
I don't know.
I'm confused.
And here's what's weirder. I didn't hear it and I didn't see it.
I didn't hear it or see it either, but yet Eric saw it and heard it, I guess. And James, I'm not sure. I don't know if James is.
But James is on YouTube and Josh is on YouTube and I'm on and everybody else is on Facebook.
That could be it.
That could
But
be it.
I saw it, and I'm not on YouTube.
Oh,
Seems
you're
like
the
you two
hostess.
could see it. The hostess with the mostest.
You're in the
That's
cockpit.
The
Cat
cockpit. The cockpit. All right. Here we go. Last matchup of this bracket, this side of the bracket. Defeating Seafood Chowder. Lentil Soup was the winner of that matchup. And Lentil Soup is taking on Egg Drop Soup. And Egg Drop Soup beat Manchester. No, Manhattan.
Manchester Chowders is a different
catfish
thing.
and carp
You gotta watch
right
that
out of
mud
the
vein.
river.
Oh my goodness. I can't read my own writing. Sorry. It was Manhattan clam chowder.
Catfish and carp.
With a side of gar on a good day.
Gar. Gar. Catch it, gar. His eyes rolled back like a nose eyes.
All right, so
Lentil.
but before you go on, we've got a people. James heard it and saw it. Laura heard it. She's on Facebook.
So did the other James.
Yeah. Celia heard it and saw it, or heard it and had no idea how she did it. So
Interesting.
It's a mystery. It's a mystery.
Well, first off, did anybody send us $1? If
One doll hair. Waiting patiently. Go to
right.
playitbyyourpodcast.com
yeah.
and leave us $1, and something should happen up there.
We're not pushing for monetary gain. We just want to see
No.
what happens.
Yeah, we have all these capabilities in this software that we just got not too long ago. I'm trying to figure out what it does. All right. Sorry, go ahead. I went off on a tangent.
Lentil soup versus egg drop soup.
So Brady,
Yes.
you made the comment that chowder sounded gross to you.
Yeah.
Egg drop sounds gross to me, and I know you all told me what was in it last time,
Yeah.
but the name, I can't get beyond it.
Yeah.
It's weird to eat a food named after like an accident, like
Like a beef slip soup where the cow,
Is that real?
No, I'm just putting an animal or the object, an accidental verb,
beef
and then the
slips.
soup. Pigeon cramp soup. I just could do this all night. But lentil soup is one about I'm gonna shout out another restaurant, Carrabba's. I know it's a chain and everything. They have excellent lentil soup. It's like a spicy Italian. It's kind of like a chili almost. And it's absolutely delicious.
Chili soup.
Yes,
Chili
yes,
soup.
very much so, and it's really good. And then St. Augustine, there was a restaurant that's now closed. The never came back from the lockdown, never came back from the pandemic. Zaharia's, and they had a really
COVID's.
good, yeah. I thought it was funny too, Celia. Like I said, animal, verb, soup. I was trying
Bean
to play
crack
on.
soup.
Yes.
Broke bean soup.
Be bean
can't
broke
with
soup,
that
wouldn't it? I say lentils.
Yes, I say lentils.
I say lentils. Yes, I do. I say lentils. How about you? Actually, I say egg drop.
So now I'm off on another tangent.
Oh, here we go.
So when that cheer started, what was the over under of number of times it had to go back and forth before one side started shouting, "We got more, we got more, we got more"?
When they start wearing out and they knew they might get their butt kicked, so they had to break into that to save face.
Okay, for those who are not familiar, it seems like everyone was probably familiar. So back in the old days, as a show of playful sportsmanship, you would challenge the other team, the other side, the other fan base by saying, "We've got spirit. Yes, we do. We've got spirit. How about yous?" And then they would chant the same back at you, and then it would go back and forth. And eventually,
With an
someone would
accusatory point going across the gym.
use. How about
Yeah.
use?
Yuns.
Yuns.
Use guys.
Then eventually, after several times back and forth, one side would start chanting, "We got more." Sometimes it happened the first time because the other side wouldn't respond. So then it was, again,
Yeah.
I'm off on a tangent. Sorry. Again,
Got to vote, James.
it's America. You got to vote.
Right, man. Got to vote. The lesser of two
James,
evils. Egg drop.
I will try to win you over to my side, James. Mr. Flowers. Dear Mr. Flowers. Here's the deal. If you like chili, this Italian, it's an Italian sausage little soup at Carrabba's. It's very much chili. It's spicy. It's not crushed bean. It has consistency. It's just a minute bean. And I promise you, if you like chili, you would like this. Almost guarantee it. This is coming from a particular eater too.
Did he win you over?
I
Did
doubt
he
it.
win you over, James?
All right.
I will give it to you. I will not. I'd be the first to admit that egg drop soup doesn't look overly pleasant, but it's really not that angry. I mean, it's pretty. It's pretty good. You gotta have some wontons, some crusty wontons in your egg drop soup.
So is that a good size on the chat box there? Everyone can see that now. I've been messing with settings as we've gone along. Now, do you two see the chat popping up
No.
on the screen?
No,
No.
not at all. I'm just watching it
Okay.
on the side
Well-
as I always do.
Let me try. Or earlier I could. Earlier when you had us.
Okay, guys, do this on your screens. Click like right where Brady is, right in the middle of the screen. It may pop up. I had to do that.
No, mine's not.
But
But earlier when before you changed it, before you went when it put us all three up close, I was seeing it.
Yeah.
James is talking about the delay, and I will say I just sent you guys a text. Brady's delay is really bad on my end.
is it my audio delay or just my visual?
Your To me, you're lagging. It's lagging really
Okay.
badly. Eric seems pretty good. Mine looks good, but then sometimes when when it's lagging and I see you guys lagging, it ends up being my computer. That's why I was asking you guys what you're seeing.
Yeah.
See, you both are choppy to me, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well,
All right.
yeah.
So
I have
you
nothing
want-
to say.
Yeah, nothing.
Count 'em up. I have nothing to say. We counting them up?
Yep, we're counting them up. So lentil me, lentil Brady. Todd, you said lentil too?
EDS for me.
Oh, EDS.
Egg drop soup.
All right. So let's see. We'll start with the lentils. 2 lentils. Laura is 3. Josh is 4. Jim is 5. And James said Brady wins. Brady, did you
So
get
Brady
James
won him
over to
over.
lentil? Yeah. So egg drops, we only have Todd and Celia with the egg drop. It's only 2.
We're on our
All
own,
right.
dear. Just you and me. So James, when you say the comments are delayed, is that it, or is the video and audio delayed as well? Because I mean, we could turn we don't have to have the comments showing if that's lagging it or making it choppy.
Hard to follow.
There is a delay on the comments setting too, and I didn't know where to set that. So I've taken all the delay on the comments off, and we'll see what happens.
Gotcha.
Like I say, I'm just messing
Well, there
around
probably
here.
should. Does that delay allow you editing power in case there's a comment that we don't want to show?
It may.
Not that
may
any
be
of our
possible.
listeners would do that.
Yeah. Richard says lentil. So I think lentil has solidly won this
Oh,
matchup.
easily. Come on, Penn, don't fail me now. All right. Moving over to the other side of the bracket, we've got good old tomato soup versus potato. No, my bad. Tomato soup beat potato leek soup. So tomato soup is going up against Mexican style chicken tortilla soup.
Okay, so I'm going to get on a little bit of a rant here. Why do we have 2 types of Mexican or chicken tortilla soup? It seems like chicken tortilla soup should be just chicken tortilla soup.
Well, and I agree. The other one was chunky, cheesy tortilla with chicken soup, and this one's Mexican style. So I wonder if the Mexican style is what we're thinking of, more with the corn in it. You know what I mean?
No, that's
Yeah.
possible.
Type. But again, I think you got to be able to put your crunchies in there, your crunchies, your shredded cheese, and your sour cream.
Yeah. Except the sans the sour cream. I'm gonna go with the Mexican tortilla soup. I know the tomato with grilled cheese sandwich is a classic,
Hard to beat.
and I like it. I've had it, but man, there's been a couple times where I've had tomato soup, and it gave me a very acidy stomach. It made me dyspeptic. So I am going to go.
I think tomatoes bother a lot of people because
Yeah.
sometimes tomato-based stuff gives me heartburn.
Now, tomato sauce, it was just this particular. It seems like it might have been a good old canned tomato soup that I made myself, and it kind of made me a little bit burpy. And
Belchy,
yeah, so I'm gonna
belchy
go
and
with,
bitchy, a bitchy belchy, or a belchy bitchy.
no, just belchy, just
Oh, but if you
burpy.
get belchy, it's hard not to be bitchy. It's hard not to be bitchy if you're belchy. You can be bitchy and not belchy, but it's hard to be belchy and not bitchy.
Unless you laugh so hard at your belch that you can't
That's
be,
true. Yeah.
because like, kind of.
So one of the many things you come to understand as you age that you questions it as a ute, like, why does my dad belch all the time? Now I know. Am I right?
I have a stomach of iron, pretty much. Like, you know, nothing gets me. And like I said, let me be clear: the tomato doesn't get me all the time, but there's been a couple of times. But I just think I like the other one better because I don't want it in the back of my head. Am I going to sound like a tuba, yeah, a mouth tuba when I eat this tomato soup? Now, hopefully, the grilled cheese could kind of like calm it down. It'll soak up some of the acidity.
Yeah. This is one of those situational soups for me. Nice alliteration there. Situational soups. Mexican style chicken tortilla soup is fantastic. And if it's just if that's what you're having for dinner, if that's what's on the table, it's good. But you just can't beat the down home goodness of tomato soup with a grilled cheese and crackers. And tomato soup happens to be one of the only soups that you don't put cheese in, which is weird because I like to dip my grilled cheese in tomato soup, but I would never put cheese in my tomato soup.
Okay, so I'm finding amongst the two of you a little bit of a double standard.
Uh-oh.
Because I don't think you can find a soup in this bracket that is less girthy than tomato soup. And you guys talked about how you like your soup girthy.
Yeah. Well, if you remember right, though, I talked about that before we decided that you can add to it. So by adding the crackers to it, it makes it more girthy. It makes it more tacky, a little more
substantial.
Not only that, but contraire, there are tomato soups that are thicker than other tomato soups, and I like a thicker tomato soup. So yeah, you're right. Like a good old or just a run of the mill watered down tomato soup sometimes don't do it for me. But if it's a little thicker, I can put my crackers in there. I can dip my grilled cheese in there. I just thought of something that'd be really good in tomato soup. Picture this. Picture
Sicily.
Picture this. Picture something about the size of a Cheez-It.
Okay.
Got it? Got that in your mind?
Yeah.
But it's puffed, and it's a grilled cheese puff, and you just put the grilled cheese puffs in your soup like you would crackers.
That sounds intriguing. Even with the fantasy
has anybody ever
pasta.
done that? Did I just invent something? Are you guys looking
think
at
you
a
did.
millionaire? Yeah.
You better run out and patent that quickly.
Yeah. My vote is Mexican chicken tortillas.
Yeah. See.
Which is consistent because I agree. Like we had the other tortilla soup.
Yeah.
But you know what's weird about Mexican tortilla soup? There's not a sandwich that goes with it. It's one of the few soups. It's one of the few soups that a sandwich doesn't go with. You going to dip your taco in it?
You dip a quesadilla in it.
Okay. Oh, yes. A nice. Okay. So if it's just maybe let's see, what would I dip in it? I would go with a Monterey Jack cheese quesadilla with a little bit of black bean on it. That'd be a phenomenal dipping squaw.
But your bean's going to fall right out into the soup. It's just going to float.
It's going to be held fast by the cheese and the tortilla. Yeah. It's going to hold on to it.
You definitely could. You could dip something, but I just don't really know of anybody that's ever done it. But again, I think the crunchy tortilla strips take care of that. You don't need a sandwich because you got those.
And I agree. But the creativity it was a mother invention there that got me thinking. I have to try that sometime.
But you bring up a good point here, though. The tortilla strips have to be crunchy. When they get soggy, not good.
No, it's hard to keep them crunchy too. It's hard. I mean, it really is hard to keep them crunchy. I mean, I'll keep eating it.
Like you got to dump them on there and eat the soup right away. You can't let them tarry in the soup.
I don't remember where it was. Tarry in the soup. But I did see a tomato soup that it would be. It scared me off because it looked like hot ketchup. It was too thick. And it just didn't look right. Yeah, it was a tomato soup, but like I said, it looked like hot ketchup. It was very thick and it scared me off.
Yeah, I just thought of something though, Eric. You know one of the best ways to combat that. You got your soup, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and put your 2 scoops of sour cream in there. Well, I'm sorry. Before you put your sour cream, a nice layer of shredded cheese. Then your sour
the
cream.
tortilla strips can light on top of the
right.
cream.
They float.
Yes.
Your tortilla chips are like Leonardo and Kate Winslet at the end of Titanic. They're just they're
Before
barely
she
hanging
lets
on.
go.
Yeah.
She'll have to let go eventually, and it'll sink to the bottom of the soup.
Yeah. And you want to you want to make sure the ones you get are the Kate Winslets, not the Leonardos.
That's a fact.
There you go. That was. I think we all can share that visual. That sums it up perfect.
I like that visual.
It's solid. All right. So you two said tomatoes. So
No, I said tortilla.
Brady said tortilla.
Oh, Brady said tortilla. Okay, well then we'll go with that first. So we got 2 tortillas. Where'd I go?
Josh likes pickles on his grilled cheese. I might try that, Josh. That doesn't sound bad.
Richard says Mexican. That's 3. Laura says Mexican chicken tortilla. That's 4. Thinking tomato's going to win this though. All right, so 4 there. Back to tomatoes. Todd says tomato. That's 1. Josh says tomato with grilled cheese sandwich. Then he further says with pickles. There's 2. Savannah tomato 3. Richard says he gets acid reflux with tomato soup. James says 4 for tomato.
I think that carries it.
I don't know. I think it's tied. Tied at 4, but we got 15 or now it's 12 people in the room. So there's other people can vote. Celia, would you like to vote?
Tomato.
Oh. There she is. Tomato.
Yeah.
So I think that may do it unless someone else has a vote.
It over the line.
Going once. Going twice.
James.
3 times tomato.
Oh.
We got 2. Oh, look at that.
Don't call it a comeback.
Got
it across the border there. There's
yes.
2.
Tortilla soup is out in the lead by 1, right? Right?
How many do we have in the room?
Well, now we got 14 in the room.
So it's picking up.
We've almost doubled.
Tomatoes versus Mexican chicken tortilla soup. What say yous who haven't voted yet? These are crucial votes to see who moves on in this bracket. And again, by the way, while we're waiting on another vote, we're still wanting someone to leave us a doll hair by going to playbyyourpodcast.com. You can leave a tip there, and we should see a little notification up over there.
We're not begging for money. We're just wanting to see our toys light up for the first time.
Yeah, we just trying to check out the capabilities of our software.
Samantha.
Samantha.
Yeah.
Chicken tortilla.
I think that'll carry it.
Oh, that'll carry it.
Pen it in.
Pen it in?
Pen it in. Mexican chicken tortilla. Moves on.
MSCT. Mexican style chicken tortilla. Next up. Chicken with white and wild rice.
Which isn't rice at all.
It defeated hearty beef. The hearty beef bear. It defeated Fairbairn in his hearty beef barley soup.
Still funny.
Well, the Wind and Arrowhead Stadium also defeated Fairbairn.
So, yeah, I bet he went and had some hearty beef barley soup when he was done.
No warm up.
We're sorry. We know that's not funny to anybody else, but it cracks us up every single time. That stems from a conversation in my basement one day, I believe, wasn't it, fellas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's even funnier, you didn't realize that was actually his name. You thought we were making fun of his name.
Oh,
but
yeah.
That was actually his name.
I thought Brady and I both were like, is that really his name? Because you were saying it. All right. So anyway, chicken with white and wild rice is taking on homestyle chicken and noodle, which homestyle chicken and noodle defeated vegetable beef. That was a classic matchup. Those two were. So anyway, chicken with white and wild rice versus homestyle chicken and noodle. So basically, you got chicken and rice versus chicken and noodle.
I'm going chicken noodle. I would like both. I would like both. I would like it whether it's rice or grass seed, as we determined. But I still think I'm going to go with the traditional this time, chicken noodle.
All right, so here's my issue. I love me some chicken noodle soup, but when faced with this particular matchup, the mechanics of chicken noodle soup are the problem for me. Because when I take a big spoonful of soup and I get a bunch of noodles on there and then I raise them up to put them down my gullet and those noodles slip off the spoon, it's aggravating to me.
You got to chop them.
They should come pre-chopped. Why should I have to chop them?
Then it's rice.
And it's rice. Not that chopped.
I don't like rice in my soup. You know what I mean? I don't like rice in my soup. I just realized that.
You just right now.
I just realized it. I hereby decided. I just had some chicken, or I had some soup with some rice in it the other day. My mom made some fagioli with some rice in it. Well, actually, I don't know if they're rice or those tiny little pasta things. But anyway, it doesn't make any difference.
Like,
well, I mean, I see the comments sliding in on the screen. I see what's running away with this already.
Oh yeah.
I'm not even sure if we have to take a vote. Although I would say, due to the mechanics of it, I would say chicken with rice would be my vote between these particular two soups. But my vote, it looks like, is going to be in vain. Although Mom Liming said chicken rice.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm going chicken noodle.
And Brady, you also said chicken noodles, correct?
Yes.
Like I said, I don't even think we need to do a count here.
I pinned it in. I pinned it in. Next up, I know Brady was very upset, very torn on this last time because French onion soup went up against baked potato with cheddar and bacon bits, and baked potato with cheddar and bacon bits won that matchup. So we have baked potato with cheddar and bacon bits versus chicken veggie. Which
the baked potato one.
Chicken veggie beat Fiesta nacho cheese soup, which I've never really heard of cheese soup. How's that any different than just like just cheese dip?
It's runny cheese.
Yeah. So again, we have chicken and veggie versus baked potato with cheddar and bacon bits.
That one, the baked taters and bacon bits.
I'm going with the same. I don't have to think very hard on this one.
So before I vote, I hate to go backwards, but Todd, when the French onion soup was in the last matchup, what did you vote for? Do you recall?
I can't remember, but I think I didn't vote for French onion soup because I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah.
So say having a big piece of soggy bread in the middle of your soup doesn't seem like it would be.
But I will say that's my favorite part of it. The cheese, like the if it's all baked together nicely or like melted together nicely, I don't mind.
Really good French onion soup. It's very toasty on top and a little bit soft on the bottom. So it's all about, which makes the crockery important. I don't know why, but it does. Somebody mentioned that. But that being said, baked tater for me.
But you know, Eric, to further that along, I have to get over my wet food fear when it comes to soup because it's all wet. You know what I mean? Like cracker. Like put it this way: if I'm eating soup and there's a couple crackers floating in it, that's good. If I'm walking around the pool at Lake Winoka and there's a couple crackers on the side that somebody let their kid go eat right by the pool, that's good.
Todd,
What?
I thought of you yesterday because or 2 days ago had some chili and a cracker unbeknownst to me had fallen in the sink and I had to pick up that wet cracker and I about filmed it for you.
That's gross.
So, I mean, if a soup is not wet enough, it's a stew, isn't it?
Yeah,
Stew.
I like a good stew,
Yeah.
but I
Or
like
does-
it.
Or does stew have gravy as a base? Is that
I don't know.
again? There's a definitional thing there that I really am not aware of. But baked potato for me is my vote. Sorry again off on that tangent, but I had forgotten baked potato.
Just let me clarify that the matchup is baked potato with cheddar and bacon bits versus chicken veggie soup.
Sorry, I threw you off, Josh. My bad.
It looks like baked potatoes running away with it.
Seems that way. I don't know if I see a chicken veggie vote here.
Not a single one.
Yeah, there's Josh's baked potato. Yeah, I think you can pin in baked potato here.
Okay. Last matchup of this round. Chicken gumbo defeated Italian wedding soup.
Yes.
And then New England clam chowder. Not to be confused with Manchester clam chowder.
Or Manhattan clam chowder.
Right. Versus, how the hell we say that? The Mulligatawe? This is my own, huh? This was my handwriting that I cannot read, but I remember I couldn't pronounce it even when I could read it because I've never heard of this soup. I think it's Mulligatawe.
Yeah, something like that.
It didn't win though, did it?
It did not. New England clam.
Okay.
So the matchup is I guess it doesn't matter. The matchup is New England clam chowder versus chicken gumbo.
Gumba.
And I believe Chris, I believe it is kind of like an au jus.
That was thicker than an au jus.
An au jus.
By the way, there was one chicken veggie vote on the last
James.
matchup. Jim
James.
Heron.
Yeah, this doesn't take much for me. Chicken gumbo, although again, rice is in gumbo. I'm not a big rice fan of my soup. But unless now gumbo by nature doesn't have like crawdads and shit like that. It doesn't. I mean, like I don't want.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
think
just seafood gumbo?
Yeah, that's a seafood gumba, and then there's also jambalaya, which could be easy to confuse.
Yeah,
But if it just says chicken gumbo, there's not going to be a mud bug or a carp
a
nugget.
dirt devil or a carp
Yeah.
nugget. Creek critter.
Gumbo's a little off my beaten path, but certainly am not going to vote for any clam chowders.
No, because that does have seafood bits in it.
Oh yeah.
By definition, of course it does.
I don't want no glams.
No glams.
I remember being at my grandmother's house watching Movie Channel, and there was a movie called The Great Santini. And it involved like military. Well, anyway, they were at a very upscale dinner in dress uniforms, and somebody snuck in clam chowder in their jacket and act like they vomited on the dance floor when the other recruits came in and started eating it off the floor because it was just clam chowder, and they just watched everybody like fall over and pass out like all the stuffed shirts. And I will always associate chowder with vomit because of that.
Because not only that, but it looks like it's pale vomit. It looks like vomit.
Well, I think on that same note, different soup that we talked about earlier, Porky's 3,
Electric
um,
Boogaloo.
Buggly, yeah. Part of the storyline on that was there was a county commissioner who was hitting on the high school girls. So they took him down to Miami to a restaurant, and one of the girls he was hitting on made herself into a buxom, made herself rather buxom, and her chest was actually like water bottles that she filled with split pea soup. So she acted like she was vomiting into the fountain in the restaurant. So she was going and opened up the water bottle and like pushed it out into the fountain.
That's gross.
We're sorry we went on that disgusting
Yeah.
tangent, but it's funny.
Say it's not seafood chowder. It's just clam chowder. Does that change your vote?
Does not have carp
Yeah, there's no
or
carp.
gare in it.
No carp, gare, angelfish, angel dust. No crawdads, crawdids, crawdudes.
You know what that is? PCP, pesticilamine, angel dust. You know what this stuff does to kids? I think I made that quote in the last episode too. You guys didn't remember what that quote? Trading Places.
That's right. What is it about the soup category or the soup topic making you think of that?
I don't know.
All right. I'm chicken gumbo all the way.
Gumbos, yeah, I did. Gumbos run away with this.
Gumbos. All right.
But people remembering the Porky's 3. you broke my tit. By the way, I do want to welcome another person in here, Riley Gallimore.
Hey, Riley.
Don't think I've seen Riley in here before.
I know
Riley. If that's a Riley Gallimore I'm thinking of, Riley, I taught your mom in school. That's how old I am.
It is. It's the right thing.
Yeah. All right. So Gumbo runs away with
at least
this.
one Riley that I know will listen to our podcast.
Huh?
Mm.
Judge Smales. All right.
All right. So are we keeping on?
Yep.
Keep it on. All right. Let's move it.
Where are we at?
We are at we're back to the beginning. Lobster bisque. No, I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind. C4, which was chunky chicken corn chowder, versus C3T, chunky cheesy tortilla with chicken.
Second one. I want the CTE3.
C3T?
Something like that.
C3T over the C4?
C3TO.
All right, so say it again.
So we have C4, which was chunky chicken corn chowder, versus C3T, which was chunky cheesy chicken and tortilla.
Okay. I will not vote for a chowder.
You did last round.
Because I was met with something that was more grotesque than chowder.
It was up again a bisque.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There's a hierarchy here, and bisque comes below chowder, unless there are glams involved. And I would not vote for glams. Glams outweigh anything.
Yeah.
In the grotesque department. So it would be whatever the second one was. The non-chowder.
C3T.
C3T it is. So did we all say C3T?
I haven't voted
we
yet.
did,
Yeah.
but it seems like we're getting some pushback from our earbuds. A lot of them are going C4.
I'm going C3T. The word chowder. You guys need to stop letting that bother you. Don't let the word scare you. It's just a rich soup. It's literally just a rich soup. It's the stuff that's in the chowder is what you got to worry about. If there's it's the fixins and the giblets and all that stuff floating in it that you got to look out for.
Ooh, giblets.
Toenails.
But if I don't eat any chowder, I don't have to worry
Hoof
about
and
what's in
buttle.
Yeah, but hoof and buttle. But my point is chunky chicken corn chowder. I think you need to hang on to the chunky chicken corn part. That's what I'm going to do. But I'm still going to vote for the C3T because I like chunky cheesy tortillas better than chunky chicken corn. It's the corn part. I don't mind corn in there, but to me, okay, I'm lining up foods. I have chicken versus chicken, right? Well,
Yes. It's a
null set.
wash.
Yeah. I have chunky versus chunky.
Wash.
I have corn versus tortilla. Tortilla all day long. That's how I'm voting.
Corn goes right
Not
through
I.
it.
I'm lost on this vote because
C3T for me. C3T for all.
C3
us.
Yes.
All right. So what do we have? 3. Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold
Hold
on. By the way, Riley, tell her thank you. I liked having her as a student as well. Let's see. C3T, 4 C3Ts with Savannah's vote. 5 C3Ts with Celia's vote. 6 C3Ts with Laura's vote. 7 C3Ts with Mama Liming's vote. Samantha's vote C3T. That's 8. I think you can pen it in.
You can send your complaints to the complaint department. You can never have too much tortilla or chicken in your soups. I see what she's saying. I don't know if you heard earlier say we were saying I think the difference is this one doesn't mention the Mexican style, and we think the Mexican style has the corn, the salsa type, pico type, fixins.
And I'm gonna probably get out of my lane on this. I think the C3T is broth based, and the other one is cheese based. But don't quote me on that. That is a.
It's all based.
Yeah.
As the
All
youngins
right.
say.
So C3T wins. Right?
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
All right. Next up, we have minestrone.
Well, hold on. Celia
Uh-oh.
comes up with a question here I think we need to address.
No. I'm not
Tortilla
saying no to you, Eric. I'm
automatically
saying no to
makes
Celia.
Could be
Mex-
Spanish, or did tortillas originate in Spain or the New World? I'll look that up. That could be the deciding
Well,
factor.
But again, I think one of them has corn, one doesn't. First off, I think one of them might even have some peppers in it or something. Something, just some color, some flash, some ornament.
Ornamental decoration.
Tortillas were New World, so I guess she's kind of right, and they originated from the indigenous tribes of Mexico.
See, I didn't say that, Celia. Don't tell her she's right. She'll never let me hear the end of it, Brady.
Aztecs
You're
called it Tlaxcali.
You're probably already hearing it from the other
I'm
room.
actually not. But I stand by what I said. I think the one that says, in my head, the one that says Mexican has like pico. What's that one stuff in a can, like the tomato based
Rotella.
Rotella or whatever Rotella,
Yeah.
and some corn. To me, the Mexican version of this has that. To where the non-Mexican version, tortilla is the only Mexican thing about it.
All right.
Well, I mean, we have to have some way to set them apart.
Yeah.
True that. All right, continue. Next matchup.
Minestrone versus lentil. Boy, this is a dull and drab matchup right here. There's a lot of gray here.
Yeah. I'm probably going to
tones.
buck the trend, and if it's Carrabba's, I got to go with the lentil. I'm gonna bring the heat here.
Way to truck the bend, Brady.
I think really the question is here: do you like noodles or don't you? I mean, isn't that
Who
really
doesn't
the
like
difference
noodles?
here? Well, exactly. That's why I have to go with minestrone.
Is minestrone the one that has the little tiny noodles? Like, don't they
Yeah,
even have like?
yeah.
Don't they even have a? Don't they have like a minestrone with like the stars, like the chicken and stars type soup?
They have minestrones that look like pennies, but they've been diced into slivers.
Didn't we make necklaces out of minestrones back in the day?
We called
And
it
elbow
macaroni back then.
and elbow macaronis. It was either minestrones or
And
macaroni.
hock macaroni.
Didn't we stick a feather in our hat back then and call it minestrone?
Terrible, says Josh.
That'd
It
be-
is, Josh.
that
It's
would be
gray. This matchup it
Yankee
has no.
Doodleini.
Yeah, this might be the most boring soup matchup we've had. Like this, there's nothing exciting. If I walk up to a wedding table, like a wedding serving table, and I see my choices of soup are minestrone and lentil,
You're
pissed.
tipping
I'm
the
pissed.
table like 80s video style.
ooh, Savannah brings up something
Ooh.
interesting. Minestrone has couscous. I love some couscous.
I just like
Yeah.
saying couscous.
If you could tell me what couscous is,
Couscous.
I assume I like it if it's in minestrones.
Well, couscous is just like a, it's just like a
Rice
noodle,
variant.
isn't it? Like a rice or a, it's something. To me, it's like a rice and it's a roodle. It's like it's like if a piece of rice and a noodle were to fornicate and have an offspring, it would be a couscous.
So it's like
It's-
rice-a-roni, the San Francisco
Couscous.
treat.
It's a steamed pasta dish of North African origin. So it's made out of kind of an African durum wheat called semolina. So basically, yeah, it's a pasta. It's a North African pasta.
Yeah, it's exactly what I said. A noodle and a rice do it, and the result is couscous.
Rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat.
But rice-a-roni is just rice.
Well, then what's the roni?
I actually don't know.
It's
Do
just
they
being
still
called
make
rice.
rice?
The San Francisco treat doesn't have the same ring to it.
rice, the San Francisco treat.
Nice rice.
My tenderoni.
Actually, was it Jerry Rice called the San Francisco treat?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know why I remember.
I don't even know what to vote on this because these both bore me.
Let me help you. Go with Carrabba's lentil soup. They're Italian sausage lentil soup. It's chili with small beanery.
Well, but what is the Chile doesn't have Italian sausage.
All right,
What?
something just happened up there again. I had you all didn't see it, but
I think you're seeing
that's
things,
people. I
Eric.
bet the people in the chat saw it. So
know
Nicholas,
they
I don't
saw
know
it?
who Nicholas is. The name Nicholas popped up above your head, Todd, and there's a little ringy dingy sound.
Above mine?
Yeah,
Am I being haunted by a ghost named Nicholas?
maybe. It's on the top shelf of the thing behind you. I don't know.
I don't understand. Say says she saw it.
Yeah.
It's like the mystery drones on our.
Why is it always
Podcast.
me? Wasn't it above me the last time?
Yeah, that's where I put the box right above your head there by our
It's in the box.
What's in the
by our overlay up there in that open space. Got to find out what that is.
Yes,
Maybe
we
we're
do.
getting tips. Maybe that's what.
Has
that is.
anyone in the room left us a tip?
We don't even have a Nicholas in the room, I don't think, or Nicholas is not commenting. Maybe Nicholas
Laura
is just
heard
back
it.
in the shadows somewhere.
Laura heard it and saw
Nicholas is
which
alert, too.
half, Laura?
The Nick or the O last.
Nick or the whole less. Oh.
I don't know.
I'm confused. This is odd.
So
We could,
let's wrap up this vote because this one's unpalatable to so many, even though I think it's a strong one.
I say minestrone.
My guess is Minestrone is going to run away with it.
but you voted lentils.
She saw the Nick.
Nick.
I got to go minestrone too, because isn't minestrone very similar to just vegetable soup?
Yeah, with little noodles.
Yeah, with the stronies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going minestrone.
All right. So 2 minestrones. Savannah is 3. Jim is 4. Laura is 5. Samantha is 6. See, Josh said it was a terrible matchup, but did not vote. Josh, what is your vote in this terrible matchup? I think it may not matter, but because we only have 3 lentil votes here. Josh votes Friday.
Samantha voted minestrone.
The historian, is it possible someone liking the show when they click the thumbs up? And that could be it. Matter of fact, I remember that that setting. Maybe I turned that setting on. So thank you, Nicholas. Maybe I don't even know if you're on the show. Maybe you just liked our posting there. But
all right, so I'm gonna call an audible here.
Gary.
Now
Gary's haunting you above your head there, Todd.
How come I literally turn away every single time something pops up? Hey,
John,
Celia, are you still listening and watching? If you are,
she just liked us because it popped up on my phone.
Well,
so,
I was going to ask.
Yeah, I was looking.
Celia, will you send? You can borrow $1 off of me to sit. How pathetically hard up are we that I have to go give my wife $1 for her to send us $1. But we want to see if anything happens if someone tips us.
So Gary says it was a thumbs up. He did it.
Yeah,
he called
nice job. Well, someone else needs a thumbs up us.
So now someone leave.
Nicholas Beatty. I just looked him up. So thank you very much, Nicholas.
James. I don't know which James.
I didn't see it there either. I'm telling you, the stuff doesn't show up on our screen. Well, it makes sense that it doesn't. It makes sense because the comments aren't either. So it makes sense that it wouldn't show up on our screen.
Yeah, but I don't know why it wouldn't. If I can see it, it seems like you could see it, like your guests here.
Somebody do one right now. I'm going to stare. It's above me.
It's above you.
I'm staring. Somebody like it.
Celia looked at the tip thing, had to set up an account, so she stopped. I think you just have to pick a username.
Just log into my PayPal. I'll send us $1. Good Lord.
We're getting all kinds of things. Laura is above your head now.
No, nobody's. See, it's not on our screen. Brady, you can't see it, can you?
No.
That's sad.
It is sad.
Oh, she said it doesn't work for YouTubers.
Yeah.
Thank you, Samantha.
Or co-hosts.
Be the Facebookers.
So minestrone moves on.
Yep.
Yes. Minestrone moves on.
All right. Other side, we have MSCT, which is Mexican-style chicken tortilla, versus chicken noodle.
All right. So before you go on, Todd, I think I remember the setting for YouTubers is subscriptions. So if you subscribe to us, then your name will pop up there, but you may already be subscribed to us if you're on YouTube already. But go ahead.
It was MSCT, which is Mexican-style chicken tortilla, versus home-style chicken noodle.
Chicken tortilla for me. Again, the mechanics of the chicken noodle are outweighed.
But it's home-style.
8 out of 10 times I'm going tortilla, but on a night like this, I'm thinking a home-style chicken noodle.
Yeah.
Might be skewing me.
All right, but that brings up a good question, though. Does the home-style chicken noodle mean the big, thick noodles?
Yeah. Big old, thick, wide noodles.
We can hope.
Yeah.
That's the kind I like. Which,
Bigger
Eric,
the
those are a
noodle,
little
the
more
better.
rolly. You know what I mean? The mechanics
Yeah,
of those.
They'll stay on your spoon a little bit better.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They don't have a chance. They don't have a chance. They don't have a choice. They're thick.
Well, yeah. Don't think it changes my vote though.
Okay.
Oh, Savannah.
Ooh. So would he have to have a fork in one hand and a spoon in the other? Work it double fisted?
It's like eating sketties.
Yep.
A spoon and a fork. Italian style.
That's why you need the spork.
Spork. Sporks are useless utensils. Can't stab anything with a spork.
On this one, I like both of these soups. I just got to go with the one I eat more, and that is first. I'm not a big soup person in general, but I eat chicken tortilla soup more than I eat chicken noodle soup. So I'm going with Mexican style chicken tortilla, MSCT.
Me too. But Brady said chicken noodle, correct?
Yeah, just this time.
I think the chicken noodle. See, I don't think there's another chicken tortilla vote yet. Riley just said chicken noodle. Jim says chicken noodle. Savannah says chicken noodle. As I said, Riley said it. Gary with the MSCT. So
Nice,
3 votes
nice.
for that. Celia with chicken noodle. Samantha chicken noodle. I think you can pin the chicken noodle in.
I am pinning it in. Our last matchup of this round, baked potato with cheddar and bacon bits versus chicken gumbo.
Cheddar bacon. Gumbo's
Ditto.
good, but I'm going with the traditional.
I got to go cheddar bacon and potato. And also this will keep from us having a final four of 3 chicken soups, 3 chicken-based soups. If not to sway the vote, but
So again, the hierarchy, gumbo is higher than is chowder on my like list.
Gumbo's way up the scale.
Yeah. But not above a baked potato soup. So baked potato soup for me.
yeah, I have a feeling baked potato is going to run away with it. It kind of is already.
I think we only have the one gumbo vote with Samantha.
And if I remember right, I think Samantha was reared in.
She was in the South, right?
Mississippi. Yeah.
Mississippi,
Yeah. So she's kind of proximity to Louisiana.
Yeah.
Gary says gumbo.
Gary's, okay.
Riley says gumbo.
Ooh.
Got a flurry. I don't think it's enough of a flurry.
James with quite a bit of abbreviation there.
Blood pressure with
Blood pressure.
Did you see Gary using the John
chronic,
Wise?
Chronic bad breath.
Hey, Gary bringing back the emoji.
The John Wise rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's a rule.
Yep.
Got to put it in the isms.
Oh, the John Wise rule.
We should put that one actually in so we can remember it instead of always trying to guess. I think that one will be easy to remember.
Yeah.
So, I mean, baked potato is still winning here, right?
Yeah.
You got Riley, Gary, and Samantha, I believe, are the only gumbos.
Celia says we need to do an all emojis episode.
That would be cool. Do you mean like you mean this? You guys all have to only answer with emojis, or how do we participate in that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Should I pin it in?
Sure.
Pin it. All right. We're finally there. We have a final four. You guys ready? Can you contain your excitement? C3T. Chunky, cheesy chicken and tortilla versus minestrone.
CT3, mon frere, or I should say, mes amigos.
I'm going C3T.
What was that?
What?
What?
Did your chair squeak or something?
No.
Thought I heard a sound.
Nope.
No.
It had to be Brady's if it was anyone. We know his past, his history.
I ditched that chair. I'm just
Yeah.
sitting on a wooden chair because I didn't want to be accused of malflatulence.
Yeah. Brady and his F bombs. They're not. Sometimes they're
Right.
flatulence. Sometimes it's the F word.
And by the way,
CT.
while we were sitting here, I have entered the John Wise rule into the isms.
Nice.
Okay.
Brady
Again.
farted again.
It was the chair. If I would have
Did the
dealt
chair
it,
say
I
the
would-
F word too, Brady?
It did.
All right.
Was it after you farted on it? Oh, goodness.
Okay, the John Wise rule. Definition. Using the full complement of Wichita emojis as your total form of communication in the show chat.
Wichita emojis.
Yes.
That would be a good band name.
Wichita
The Wichita emojis. C3T's running. I mean, it's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
so
my vote.
C3T advances to the finals.
Guys didn't even
the
let
other
me vote
side-
before you pinned it in.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
CT3.
C3T.
Celia says the fart share was an episode of Freaks and Geeks.
It was. Yes, I've seen that.
So there were only 9 episodes of Freaks and Geeks, weren't there? Something
Actually, it might have been my. Wait a minute. Is this it? Do you hear anything?
like that. No.
No.
Okay. I thought it might have been me sliding asunder on my chair.
We have a
No.
couple last minute minestrone votes, but I don't think it's enough.
Yeah.
Nope.
So I might be wrong here. So did chicken noodle beat chicken tortilla? Did I write it down wrong?
Oh, chicken noodle one, I
Yeah.
believe.
Chicken noodle
Did?
one.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So the other side, we have chicken noodle versus baked potato with cheddar and bacon bits.
Boo.
I forgot to ask, and I forgot from the previous episode. Is this an unseated bracket that we
Yes.
have?
Yes.
I believe so.
It is unseated. Does that get your dander up?
It does.
I had a feeling.
So chicken noodles and baked potatoes. This is rough.
It is rough.
So since we established that this home style chicken noodles we believe are the wide noodles.
And I think everything's bigger. It's like bigger noodles, bigger chunks, and bigger pieces of veggie.
Due to the, and I know bacon bits, although it's up for debate. What kind of bits are the bacon bits? Are they imitation? Are they real?
Well, it's not the Bacos. It's not it wouldn't be the crunchy ones that are like fluorescent orange.
No, I would say it would be real bacon.
Yeah, real bacon bits.
But I think there is more protein inherent in the home style chicken noodle soup than there is in the baked potato with Bako bits soup. So I go with the chicken noodle soup because
It's
I believe
interesting.
it would be more filling.
That's the first time you've brought up the protein content of a soup to vote for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Because inherently soup, the soups we've talked about here, you know, have we had a matchup where there was sans protein or very little protein versus a lot? I don't remember one.
Only tomato.
Yeah, tomato.
Well,
Chick-
like the first round, we had chicken veggie versus Fiesta nacho cheese soup. I don't think the Fiesta nacho cheese soup. But then again, we go into that whole idea of the Fiesta. What does the Fiesta make it? You know what I mean?
Right.
You're
Right.
wearing a hat and shouting.
Arriba.
I have to go. I'm chickened out. We got to have something with some good old cheese and potatoes in it. So I'm going baked potato with cheddar and bacon bits, with real bacon bits.
As delicious as it sounds, I just, oh gosh, this is probably the hardest one, and I'm gonna go with my gut. And my gut wants home style chicken noodle with big old 3-foot wide noodles.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, I mean it's tough to.
Chicken noodle for me. So 2 chicken noodles and 1 baked potato. So let's go back up here. We've got 3 chicken noodles with Jim, 4 chicken noodles with Samantha, 5 chicken noodles with Laura, 6 chicken noodles with Riley. As for tater soup, got 1 with Todd, 2 with Mama Liming, 3 with Savannah, 4 with Celia. So as of right now, chicken noodles are winning. We got a couple people who haven't voted.
That's a pretty solid throwdown right there.
That's 6-4.
6-4.
Oh yeah. I'm just seeing the trailer of it, the tail end of it.
How many do we have in the room?
11. So
11.
we had 12. It could have been 6-6, but I think you can maybe pin in the chicken noodle soup.
Pin in the chicken noodle. All right. Ready for our championship.
For our Super Bowl champion.
You know, it would have been, I think, a little more interesting matchup if it were C3T versus MSCT. That would have been tough. In fact, I don't know that we could have picked a winner if you had chunky, cheesy tortilla with chicken versus Mexican style chicken tortilla. But alas, it was not. It is C3T versus chicken noodle.
C3T.
C3T. I know.
So you both overwhelmingly picked chicken noodle over baked potato with cheddar and bacon.
Yes.
And then you quit. You didn't even think about it. You guys just right there, like it just C3T.
Yep.
Wow.
So what say you?
I got to put more thought into it, though. I can't vote yet. Because, well, I will say this. One of them takes more fixins. So does that play into the vote? If it's just the C3T right out of the soup, or sorry, right out of the can, I don't know that I don't know that it could beat chicken noodle. But chicken and noodle doesn't need anything other than some crackers. Although grilled cheese would be good with it. But the C3T needs the little crunchy tortilla strips. It needs shredded cheese. It needs sour cream.
No, it doesn't.
So I've never heard of the grilled cheese and chicken noodle soup matchup.
Oh yeah,
It's intriguing.
I don't know what I think about that.
Oh.
So my rule is it's grilled cheese with any soup that you need a sandwich with, and peanut butter with chili. That's it. That's what I live by. That's my bowl of wetness with sandwich sidekick rule.
Sandwich side.
So basically like this. You got your 3 big ones. Your vegetable soup, tomato soup, and chicken noodle soup all require a grilled cheese. Chili requires peanut butter sandwich. And none of them require pimento cheese. Although I do like pimento cheese now, but not on a sandwich. I just like it with crackers.
No pimentos cheese for me.
What was Serenity Elementary thinking by giving us pimento cheese sandwiches with certain soups?
Brought to you by the people that gave us stewed tomatoes.
Oh, gosh.
Exactly.
Were they stewed or chilled?
Stewed.
Dude, I mean, just talk about presentation. I'm not eating that.
It was wet roadkill in a plastic tray.
It's like an inflamed testicle. It's pretty much what it looked like.
Oh.
For those of you that have never seen an inflamed testicle, look at a chilled tomato.
Stewed.
Stewed, dude.
Dude.
Stewed tomato. Sorry, dude. Sorry, I messed up. It's stewed, not chilled. What's the difference between a chilled and a stewed tomato?
One is hot and one is not.
But they both look the same, right? They both
Relatively, until you poke your finger in it, then it's like.
So Celia loved stewed tomatoes. Was that in the diet at Trash Ridge in Russellville?
It was an Eastern District staple. I know Doug Hanselman. He appreciated the stewed tomatoes.
So what were the ones? And I don't know that they had these at school, but I've seen them served up before. They're like a stewed tomato, but they have a bit of like damp bread with them.
Ugh.
Does anybody know what I'm talking about? It's like a
tumor.
I don't.
Yeah,
It's like a piece of.
You managed to make a stewed tomato worse by saying that.
No, but there's some sort of. Hang on a minute. There's some sort of meal or some sort of dish that is like a wet, like a tacky, sticky, doughy piece of bread with
called vomit.
Tomatoes.
Vomit. No,
Well, Laura, you're lucky. Is all I got to tell you.
Exactly. So Laura, now when did you go through the Eastern schools? Because me and Brady and Todd, I mean, we're basically talking from what the mid 70s through the mid 90s, if you take all three of us into account.
I'll tell you how bad it is. I'm looking at trying to find pictures of it, and no stewed tomato I have found looks remotely like that clot of vegetable that they would put on that tray.
A clot. That's the word. It looked like a clot. A blood clot.
I'm still going in flame plastic.
A blood clot on a plastic tray.
Oh, blood clot. I thought you said a butt clot. I said that was when you need a doctor bad.
Too much.
Too much.
These are close.
Oh.
Which that just looks like 7 inflamed testicles stacked atop each other.
So Savannah says, Todd, sounds like you're talking about tomato dumplings.
Maybe
I
need to look that up.
Oh, that is awful. Tomato dumpling?
Ugh. That's pretty foul.
That is grotesque.
I literally cannot find a picture. I cannot find a picture of what we were subjected to. That says it all. Google's even banned it. The Geneva Convention has banned it.
All right, Laura, you class of 06. So somewhere in between. So you're in elementary school, what? 88 was probably your kindergarten year. Oh man, how old does that make me feel?
Old.
Somewhere between the late 80s and the mid aughts, they stopped serving stewed tomatoes.
Around the same time they stopped serving veal nuggets. You guys remember those?
So Savannah says Laura was 2 years under her in school. She graduated in 04. I think they stopped serving stewed tomatoes when she was in 3rd or 4th grade. Did they have stewed tomatoes at the high school when we were having them at the elementary?
I only remember having them in the elementary.
Hang on a minute, Brady. Your mom knows what I'm talking about. Says there is stewed tomatoes with a bread mixture. I've seen it. But that even looks better than what they served us, Brady.
Yeah, you're right.
That at least has
there was one
gruel.
plop on a plate.
That at least has a nice bowl of sour gruel with it. Ooh, it's an old sour gruel.
May I have some more?
Yes, it must have been the gruel. Veal patties with a la carte thing. Oh,
a la carte.
I'm sorry.
A la carte.
A la barf.
I could not have read that worse if you paid me. Veal patties was an a la carte thing?
They served Hot Pockets once a week.
Goodness.
Not when I was there.
I've got the good stuff.
I mean, being being subjected to that stuff is why I started going home for lunch. Then I found the beauty of the black market candy scheme.
You guys remember that macaroni and cheese with the nice coat of asbestos on top of it?
Oh, awful.
I loved all the nuggets. I love the veal nuggets. I love the chicken
The
nuggets.
historian sent me breaded stewed tomato picture.
There you go. Thank you, historian.
Oh, how do you bread a stewed tomato?
Very
How's that even
carefully.
work?
Well, the mom's stewed tomato loved the daddy stewed tomato very much.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
knew I
My
wasn't.
mind-
I knew I wasn't dreaming it up. I'd seen breaded tomatoes.
That's not a dream. That's a nightmare. I guess nightmares are dreams too, but awful.
Oh goodness.
So there's very opposite ends of the spectrum, because there were things that the cooks back then did outstandingly.
Yeah, pizza.
Mac and cheese with,
Well, like I
with
said-
the little toasted bread pieces on top. Outstanding.
I
Can't be
don't
having
know.
that. It tastes good now.
I just realized
True.
something. Savannah set me straight with the sentence that I read so terribly. You're right, Savannah. But ours wasn't an a la carte. We had veal patty on bun and chicken patty on bun, but I was getting it confused with steak.
Don't
nuggets.
forget the
opposed to.
on bun.
Yeah,
Don't forget the on
What?
bun. Don't forget the on bun.
on bun or hot dog sandwich.
Hot dog
Um,
sandwich.
But we had chicken nuggets. They rotated chicken nuggets and steak nuggets. You remember the steak nuggets?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
gristle
They were just a
nuggets.
They were just a little grayer.
Those are the weasel nuggets, I always called them. You could have played NHL hockey with those things, man.
Weasel nuggets.
Yeah, they're yellow meat.
Oh,
Oh.
Nuggets.
wuggets. Have some wuggets.
We've lost control here.
We have.
Yeah, the grilled cheese was good. Say said the grilled cheese was good at school. I don't remember anything being bad other than the well. Didn't we every once in a while? It seems like we every once in a while had like a sweet potato as well, like a.
Don't remember a sweet
I
potato.
don't remember a sweet potato.
Stewed
patty on bun
tomatoes.
wasn't bad.
According to Gary, stewed tomatoes only at Sardinia Elementary is what I remember with corn, with garn
I don't remember corn being in it.
in it,
You mean
or
in the or beside
in
it?
the meat as a side.
Up again it?
So
in it?
stewed tomatoes the entree?
No,
No,
it was in the
it was,
part of the tray.
yeah.
It was in the.
It was in the small square.
smaller compartment.
It was in the circle.
Circle.
Do you
The
remember?
circle got the square.
Do you guys remember that skin that was atop the burgers? Like it was like just that grayish. It was just a sheen. You could
I think it
you
was
could scrape it
soy.
off.
Soy
You
sheen.
could scrape it off.
Soy sheen.
But the problem is the problem was if you picked your bun up off the burger, some of that skin would like spread onto the bun, and so you'd have these little
I'm getting
spreads of
lightheaded. I'm not
burger
lying.
skin.
So Celia found a recipe for breaded tomatoes. She said they were so good. Oh,
But no, I do remember the
Yeah.
burgers not being great. And then, like you guys said, but I liked everything.
There was
else.
a
I
lot
can't-
of
we can't
cereal
complain.
filler in those burgers.
Like I
okay.
said,
What,
they looked like something in the ocean. They had like barnacles attached to them.
barnacles? Yes. So I asked on a Facebook post the other day about Long John Silver's. Does anyone remember the crunchies called barnacles? Someone liked my post, so I think
You're going to count that, aren't you?
I am going
Wow.
to count that. And what is this Miss Annie's homemade chocolate chip cookie thing at Sardinia Elementary? I never heard of the like. Not when we were there. And she also said by the time she came along, they stopped serving weasel nuggets or steak nuggets.
No.
Congealed blood. Yes.
Oh
not
God.
that. So they had good school lunches in Mississippi. Is that what you're saying, Samantha?
Good old Southern cooking.
Always had, Samantha says, always called them soy burgers with plastic cheese.
Like a Fisher Price play set.
Did we pick a winner of the soup yet?
We got off on this tangent. Historian says had spaghetti for lunch at one point, and the cook ran out of spaghetti sauce, so she used salsa instead. One kid gave her a compliment about it, and she did it the rest of the time she worked there.
That's Mexican spaghetti.
Oh.
Spamexi.
Celia says Brady liking your post about barnacles doesn't count. It's my post.
Twasn't I?
No, he's saying that Brady liked your post. That was the one
Oh
like you got.
no, it wasn't Brady, unless he's got another Facebook
handle?
account, another handle.
Brady's got.
Brady has a lot of handles.
Yes.
So I remember when I was in school, we had, I can't remember who it was that worked in, I mean, not that I would say their name anyway, but there was one particular lunch lady or lunch cafeteria helper. She would give us extra chicken nuggets or steak nuggets. And I'm not making this up. This is long before Napoleon Dynamite. We would put them in our pocket. We would put them in our pocket and take them into the cafeteria that way, and then take them out and put them on our tray and eat them.
Because you're afraid she's going to get in trouble?
Well, yeah. Well, you didn't want other kids to see that you had. You didn't. I don't think she did it for everybody.
You didn't want to disrupt the pipeline.
Yeah, it was a few of us, us charming kids that would
charm.
That would get them.
You were getting special treatment,
right? Special treatment. A pocket full of steak nuggets. Pretty sure that was a Rage Against the Machine song.
So when my dad worked there, he was able to buy the school pizza.
Nice.
That was nice. And then he would bring home like the leftovers. That was nice too. And some of those were good.
Did you ever get a big bag of steak nuggets or chicken nuggets?
Actually, yes.
Believe
it or not.
Yeah.
You know what we never had? You know what we never had once?
What's
a
that?
salad.
That's true.
You
Can you
just
imagine
Not
what
at the
us kids
elementary.
would've-
At the high school, we had salads
Yeah.
because they had cucumbers in them, and I belched for a week.
Were you a bitchy belcher?
I was a bitchy belcher.
Do you know what home run day was in the cafeteria? And I never ate school food except
School food.
when they had tarts.
Tarts?
Yes.
What kind of tarts?
What kind of tarts? Like cherry tarts?
I believe so. I do not remember if they were strawberry or
Or
cherry.
strawberry tarts?
Were they Fairbairn tarts?
Did they have that with the Hardy beef barley soup? And strawberry tarts? Or raspberry tarts?
Oh. We had it right
We
after
know it's
Eric
not
class.
We know it's not funny, but it is to us.
Yeah, Richard, schools do pizza well.
Oh,
That's
yes.
one thing. Pizza and fist. Do the fist
On bun.
well. On bun. With tartar sauce.
Oh.
Uh,
That Fairbairn likes some tartar sauce.
It's an Eric Fairm.
It's an acquired taste.
tartar sauce in his Hardy beef fairly soup.
Oh.
Fairbairn and his tartar sauce Fairbairn beef soup. Eventually, it's just not going to sound like anything. But
Sounds like the Swedish chef. That's what it is.
Our classmate Mary ate him. Oh. Anyway.
Laura says she got salad with pizza. Now, we can get salad.
do you guys remember? Did we have Fritos with our pizza? It seemed like.
Yeah. They
remember,
weren't
like,
called
just a-
Fritos. They were called Karen chips.
And we dip them in our tartar sauce.
Do you remember those little pointy? I forgot. Were they called potato crisps or They were like little potato spears. They were
Yeah.
about this long, and they were pointy as all get out, but they were pretty good.
They were.
We had them with the burgers, with the
Yeah.
alien burgers.
Potato sticks. That's what they were called.
Yeah.
We used to have them at our house. Like they were always in a can, and like it was one of those cans where you took the plastic lid off, and it had the
like
right.
the old
sealed-
Planters cheese balls.
Yeah,
used to come in. Yeah.
Yeah, the foil inner packaging.
Yeah. Wonder why Mr. Nut stopped doing those, because those were delicious. Like they came in the blue thing, and you would pop them open.
Yeah.
They had an excellent cheese puff and corn chip.
So Savannah says the irony was when she was in high school on fist days, they'd have pizza or chicken sandwiches on the a la carte, and I'd always go with the pizza or chicken, never the fist. That is ironic.
Eric, now that I think of it, memory came rushing back. The potato sticks were always with the fist.
That is true.
See, I thought they were with the burgers.
Yeah.
All right, back to the soup. I can't even remember the match. I had what, chicken noodle and what else?
There's some potato sticks for you.
Three CT
Called stew.
stew. 3 CT, right?
Yeah.
French's also had made potato sticks.
French's. Oh,
Francais.
Mama Liming liked us, I think. A little.
Missed it
Now
again.
there's a Linda floating above your head there, Todd. Never got a tip yet, Celia.
No,
You said you had to set up an account.
I guess I'll do it. Guess I'll do it, Celia.
Do it right here on the
How
air.
do I do it? How do I do it? Play it.
Got to go to the website. Playitbyyourpodcast.com.
Okay. Let's see.
I think did 3 CT win or did Chicken Noodle win? I think Chicken Noodle was winning. I got to scroll way back up here.
Yeah. I believe it was. We voted for CT3, but I think traditional was winning.
Well, yeah.
All right. I'm going to click the tip button at the top.
Yep.
I got to put a username in it.
Yep. Richard, we got a like on Facebook. That's what it is. We found out.
We messed around and found out.
Yeah. Yes, we did. So while Todd's working on that,
So
are we crowning Chicken Noodle Soup the champion?
I believe we are.
Hearing some things in the background.
Not I.
Not I.
Sorry. Okay. So how do I do it? If I hit tip, what's it? Where?
We could do this.
Oh, you guys keep talking. Yeah, don't be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
So are we doing a game? Is that what we're doing?
Again? Why can't I tip? It won't let me hit the tip button.
Why don't we investigate that and then we'll
We'll have to look
come
into
back
it.
to it.
Maybe people have been trying. Maybe everybody's been trying to leave us like tons of money, and we just can't get it.
Well, that could be it.
All right. What's the gain?
The game is late night edition Family Feuds.
Let me get my sucker.
Looking
Looking for a grape one.
Chicken Noodle Soup was the winner.
It was?
Yeah.
C3T was.
No, we voted
I was-
CT3, but
Right. I was
Chicken
already
noodles.
busy in the trying to leave the tip. I missed that. So chicken noodle soup is the winner.
Chicken Noodles ran away with it.
All right. Brady, do you have your use box?
Brady's got his use box.
Mom never sleeps at night.
Do.
How many do we have in the room?
We have 12 in the room.
12 in the room. Are they in for a treat?
Yes, they are. All right, so I need your opinion on this, gentlemen. Schmidman.
Okay. Schmidman.
We can do this by going back and forth. I can't remember. It's been a while since we played this. If we actually, but in order to get the strikes, I guess you'd have to just everyone answers until they get 3 strikes. So I guess we have to play it that way.
I thought we went back and forth.
Did you go back and forth?
I think we went back and forth. I think it's less chouse.
Well, but then you can steal, but you just play it straight up like the regular game.
Okay. I thought we did that. I thought we did that once to see. But then like from there we got to pick whether we wanted to play or pass. I think that's how we did it.
Yeah, you could do that. You can still do that.
Yeah. Can we play it that way?
I'll tell you what. We'll just play it straight up like the regular game. I'll read the question. Whoever yells out an answer first, then you can.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Says Vanna says Brady, Hillsborough Walmart had a shelf clear full of the fruit juice punch icy juice boxes.
Good to know.
So Brady's running to Hillsborough.
Was the Kyle King rule in effect?
Kyle King rule's always in effect.
Right.
All right. Top 7 answers on the board, gentlemen. Gentlemen. And you can make your little noise. You don't have to yell out the answer. So, well, your noise of your choosing, and I'll call you out.
Okay.
All right. Name a famous woman men fantasize about. Brady.
That was inappropriate.
Sorry. Marilyn Monroe.
What are you, 90?
No.
Marilyn Monroe. Number 1 answer.
Are you kidding me? What year was this game invented?
I'm not kidding you. Number 1 answer. Brady, play or pass?
I will pass.
Oh, Brady's going to pass. All right, Todd. Name a famous woman men fantasize about.
Again, I would love to know the year. Like, is there a year attached to this?
Maryland's timeless.
I know that, but I'm like, I don't know whether to go too far back or too recent. J-Lo.
J-Lo. Number 2 answer.
Really?
How many are on the board? 7?
7.
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston. Number 3 answer.
Dang.
Roll them right down the line.
Salma Hayek.
Salma Hayek. 1 strike.
Sounded like too much lentil soup.
Yes.
With report.
Raquel Welch. Trying to go back and I don't know what I'm all over the place.
Raquel Welch. Number 7 answer. You're not reading the chat, are you?
No.
Okay.
No. Matter of fact, I'm gonna turn it off.
Did somebody say Raquel Welch?
Did anybody say Raquel Welch? I hadn't looked.
Richard literally said Raquel Welch right before you said it.
Really?
No,
I didn't see it. I swear I didn't see it. I'm gonna just so there's not even any. How do I get it off there? Oh, hit chat. It's gone. It's all right. I didn't see that though.
All right, so we got 3 answers left. We've gotten the 1, 2, 3, and 7 answers. So we got 3 left.
I have one strike, right?
Yep. Name a famous woman men fantasize about. Need an answer.
I know. Heather Locklear.
Heather Locklear. 2 strikes. Name a famous woman men fantasize about.
So the reason I went with Raquel Welch is because I thought I went back to the classic with Marilyn Monroe, but then J-Lo and a couple of the other ones have been more recent, so it's all over the place. See if this even gave we surveyed 50 men aged 40 and up or something like that. It would help. Pam Anderson.
Pamela Anderson.
Good answer.
All right, Brady, you have a chance to steal. Name a famous woman men fantasize about.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. Number 5 answer.
Now, how do you have Scarlett Johansson on the same list as Raquel Welch and Marilyn Monroe?
I mean,
what are the other answers? Did we get them all?
All right. Other answers were number 4, Ting, Beyonce. Number 6, Ting, Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie.
I was going to say Charlize Theron.
Nope.
It was between her and I was going back and forth between her and Scarlett. All right. No, wait a minute. That's Price is Right. Sorry.
All right. So our score.
Come on, Richard.
I'm sorry. I gotta update the scoreboard here. 34 to nothing.
34?
Yeah, you got 34 points.
Okay.
First one to 200. 100.
This is just a sideline. Doesn't need any comment. When we started this podcast, there was 49 school closings and delays, and it is now up to oh crap. It's now up to dang it, I just lost 78.
It's cold.
Sorry, it's cold.
Coat. All right. Next question. Are we ready?
Yes.
Ready.
Okay. Look at him. Name something you take off before bed. Todd?
Glasses.
Glasses. Number 3 answer.
Pants.
Pants. Number 5 answer.
Oh.
So, Todd, would you like to play or pass?
I'm going to play.
Play away.
Makeup.
Makeup. Number 6 answer.
How many are there?
7.
Something you take off before bed.
Yes.
Shoes.
Shoes. Number 1 answer.
Socks.
Socks.
Bunch of sock sleepers out there.
I'm a sock sleeper.
I'm not a sock. Yeah. You take off. So you You say take out. That's different. Taking something out is different than taking something off. Get your head out of the gutter.
No, I'm just thinking of like
Need an answer.
take off. Can I see the answers we've said? So that's the one downfall about playing. Like I don't know the answer. So we've said shoes, makeup, glasses.
Shoes, makeup, glasses. Shoes was number 1. Glasses number 3. Makeup number 6.
pants was number 5.
Pants.
Yes,
right?
Pants is number 5. That's correct.
Shirt.
Shirt. Number 7. So you have the number 3 and number 2, or excuse me, number 4 and number 2 answers to go.
Some just came to mind.
Wig.
Wig. 2 strikes.
Robe.
Rope. 3 strikes. Brady, name something you take off before bed.
Brazier.
Brazier. Number 4. Also would have accepted underwears. All right. You're only...
See, you don't take off your weave before bed?
She making fun of me.
Yes.
My Wisconsin
chat
cousin
on.
Rebecca is flexing on us.
I
She
turned
said
my
it's
chat. I got to turn my
-30.
chat back on so I can see what everybody's making fun of me about. Jockstrap.
All right. Number 2 was...
I agree, James. He's a freak.
Number 2 was... clothes.
That's kind of generic.
Yeah,
considering
really.
Well,
Everything else is pretty much clothing
I-
except the glass.
I want to say, had I gotten everything else, I don't think I would have ever gotten clothes because we're already saying it.
Yeah. All
Eric,
right.
how do you sleep in
So-
socks, Eric?
you don't get cramps that way.
Really?
Really?
So it's more of a circulation thing
no,
than a warm than a
no,
foot warmth.
it's a foot warmth because when your feet get cold, you get cramps.
Yeah.
Huh.
Post foot surgery, I had to wear a night sock to keep me from getting calf cramps. And
Night sock.
Gosh. What is this, Little House on the Prairie? You have a night sock, a night cap, and
And a gown.
a gown.
with the
You got
chamber
to the
pot under
outhouse.
the feather bed.
Say you go to the outhouse and lift up your gown, have
All
a go
right.
at the outhouse. So Savannah, thank you. She says, I thought wig too, Todd. Thank you. Hey, if you wear a wig or a hair piece, I guarantee you take it off before you go to bed.
Not a freak. There's other people. See, Savannah wears socks. All right. We're to the double round. So it's 94-0. Todd,
Oh.
got some work to do.
He's in the Baron.
All right. Top 4 answers on the board. Name a way you know a date has gone well. Brady.
Good night kiss.
Kiss. Number 2 answer. Todd. Name a way you know a date has gone well.
Whoopee.
Whoop it.
Goldberg?
Number 4 answer. Brady, play or pass?
I'll play.
All right.
Agreed upon second date.
Second date. Number 1 answer. So if it's not agreed upon, you wouldn't have a second date, would you?
That's true.
All right, got one answer left.
Okay. Holding hands.
Holding hands.
Todd with his max headroom sucker there. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, the sucker. It was like it was doing that. It was like stutter. It was cool, like max headroom.
Pixelated.
All right. Invited up to the place.
Okay, invited up to the place.
Ah. All right.
2 strikes.
Walked home, like walked to the door, to the front door.
Walk to the door.
Is that the same thing as invited up to the place?
Todd,
Tough.
you can steal.
I know. What are my what's been given so far?
Okay, second date was number 1. Kiss was number 2. Whoopee was number 4. So you're looking for the number 3 answer.
So I'm going to say, now this is going back before. I know you would maybe need this for the first day, but phone number or a callback, like something along the lines of that.
Call afterward. Number 3 answer.
Okay.
Todd with the
See, I was trying to think like before now, because now you'd have that before you went out on the date.
But
back in the day,
Snapchat or something now.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Dad blasted. Oh, let me see what other people said. Firm handshake.
I need to turn it back on too. No police called.
Look what you got now, Todd.
Nice. Nice.
What'd you get, Todd?
That was going to be my next answer.
Look, that's a sign of a good date. Todd's score, Brady.
Oh, what
James.
is it? Oh, 9. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. All right. It's blocked by my my maximize logo.
James says good night sex.
Did you say see Gary said no police called? Firm handshake.
All right. Comments
Turn
back
my
off.
comments back off.
All right. So once again, looking at double scores. Oh, this is a good one. Top 4 answers on the board. Here's the question. What body part looks better on you when you're heavier? Todd?
On me or other people? Booty.
What about that booty? Number 2 answer. Brady?
Shoulders.
Shoulder. Todd, play or pass?
If I pass it and he gets it, he wins the game, doesn't he?
Not necessarily. Not if he doesn't
I'm
get
gonna
all of
play.
them, you can steal.
I'm going to play.
All right. What body part looks better on you when you're heavier?
Breasts. There's no way to play this without me. I'm not a bad guy, people. I'm not.
We
It's
know.
late
We
night-
know.
It's late night edition Family Feud.
Right.
Breastises. Number 1 answer.
Really? Ooh. So that was number 1 and booty was number 2, right? Okay.
Correct.
Legs.
Legs. Number 4 answer.
Arms.
Up. Got them all.
I was thinking of if there was an answer left, beard. That was all I could come up with. I think I just made Todd spew Bev.
All right, I got to see what people are saying.
Chesticles, stomach, arms.
I can't even get mine up there.
There's your score.
94 to 1 what?
137.
Okay.
Gary.
Is that better?
With
Yes, thank you.
his Wichita
Wichita emojis.
Jackson, Wichita.
So generally the game goes to 200. Are we going to 200?
That's fine.
Fine with me.
All right. Oh, I love this. Top 5 answers on the board. Here's the question. Name something a dog does that you wish you could do.
Oh.
No, I shan't. He can have it.
Come on. No one's going to buzz in.
Scratch itself.
You can scratch yourself.
Not with my
Sir.
legs.
Scratch yourself.
Go scratch yourself.
Todd.
Yeah, notice how Brady chimes in and then takes the most innocent possible answer you could take.
Pure as the driven snow, darn it.
Todd. Come on, the elephant is in the room
Bites.
here. What?
Bites.
Bites? Brady?
Should I just get the elephant out of the room?
Go ahead.
Just
Licks its nether regions. And I'm only going by what I think people will. I think that's what they're wanting
Yes.
us to say.
I'm going by what I think our fans will say.
Lick himself. Number 3 answer, you guys with your heads in the gutter.
That's right.
Todd?
Microphone over.
Exactly, Celia. Cowards, she says.
Oh, easy.
Hump.
Hump people. Brady, would you like to play or pass?
Now, hang on a minute. Hang the hell on. The question was something a dog does that you wish you could do.
Yeah. You
I
guys are,
believe
again,
that's my answer.
you guys are totally, your heads are in the gutter. Your minds are in the gutter.
I'm going to play.
Play away.
So there's 5 answers, right? And I've got one of them.
That's correct.
Okay. I know what my dogs have done a lot of today, and that's nap. Just lay around. So napping, laying around.
Nap. Sleep all day is number 1.
All right. Howl.
Howl.
I know that was a bit of a reach. Run fast.
Run fast. Number 2 answer. All right, you got 2 more.
Okay. Acute sense of smell.
Acute sense of smell. 2 strikes.
Oh, I thought that was third. Okay.
This is my problem with this list. I'm going to be real quick. Let me interject. Eric is trying to make us feel bad because our heads were in the gutter. And our heads were in the gutter because that's what this game wants you to do. They want you to put your head in the gutter. But then it messes with you by having lick itself as an answer, but then hump people is not an answer. Now what?
It's
this is crazy.
a survey. It's a survey.
I know.
All right.
People only go so far.
Be someone's best friend.
I guess mine's a crime.
Pretty much. Best friend. All right, Todd, you can steal. Got 2 answers. So just to review, question is name something a dog does that you wish you could do. Sleep all day is number 1. Run fast, number 2. Lick itself, number 3.
Bite me.
But hey, is that an answer?
We tried that, didn't we?
Do you need an answer?
Go to the bathroom on the floor.
Go to the bathroom on the floor. I gave him that. I had to think about it. Urinate outside is the answer.
That's the floor. That's the ground. Brady.
No, I get it.
Brady gave us his best Tom Hanks look there. I'll take it.
All right.
I still think humping should have been one. What are the other answers?
There's only one other answer. Number 4. Wagtail.
Wagtail. Would I need a post-anal external coccyx meatus? I mean,
James, that's one reason to feel sorry for my wife. That's there's many reasons.
oh, Todd's very much in the barn. Dang it, I lost control of this one.
So Jim says, I feel sorry for Todd's wife. She never gets humped since Todd can do it.
Strangers. I should have said hump strangers.
You should have. All right. Todd's now near the bairn. This game is taking a turn.
Fair bairn in the bairn.
Fair bairn.
And his sour cream.
I hardly had a lead for very long.
All right.
Terrier stairs.
Top 4 answers on the board.
Here we go.
Here's the question. Name a reason people wed. Brady.
Oh.
They're in love.
Love. Number 1 answer. Would you like to play or pass?
I will play. I gotta take I'm taking control of my destiny. I'm gonna Die by the sword or live by the sword?
Sword away. Name a reason people wed.
Money.
Money. Strike one.
Expected child.
Bun in the oven. Number 2 answer. Do my best, Dickie Dawson.
Green card.
Green card.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of
Two-
movies made about that.
2 strikes.
Okay. Lonely.
Won't we?
So lonely.
Needs a mate. Companionship, number 4. Got one answer left.
Oh, crap. I thought I hit it. Social standing, social status. Like arranged social status.
Trying to move up in the world. All right. Just to review. Questions: name a reason people wed. Answers given: love, number 1. Baby on the way, number 2. And companionship, number 4.
Was it my turn?
It
Yep.
is. You're for the steal.
Power.
Pair.
Wonderworking.
Wonderworking power. Brady. Number 3. They want children.
They want children.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. Yeah.
All right. I think that may have won Brady the game, actually.
Are you crapping me?
Hold on. 74. Nope, not yet.
Oh, this is truly the
battle.
This is going to do it. One way or the other. This is going
one
to
way
do
or
it.
the other.
All right. Top 5 answers on the board. Here's the question. Name something you might find in a man cave. Brady.
Large
No.
TV.
Large TV. Number 1 answer. Player pass.
I want to see a replay on that. I think it was Brady's key was a little higher than mine, so it registered first.
On my end, it wasn't even close.
Yeah, that's the way it was on mine too. Like there was a good, like almost full second lag.
Yeah, my end was the opposite. My end, like I was halfway through my before I heard Brady.
Player
I
pass.
I will control my own destiny, young man.
All right. Name something you might find in a man cave.
Leather couch.
Leather couch.
Hogwomp. Okay. Sports memorabilia.
Bobbleheads.
A bar.
Bobblehead. That's in there. That was going to be my answer.
Place to sit and drink. Number 3.
Pool table.
Good one.
Billiards. Number 5.
So 4 of the 5 are tooken.
No. 3 of the
3
5.
of the 5. All right.
Big TV, number 1. Bar, number 3. Pool table number 5.
Girl posters.
Like Care Bear posters?
Yes.
Pornography.
Softcore porn?
Cinemax.
Skinemax. All right. 2 strikes, Brady.
That's 3, isn't it?
I thought it was 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
that was
3 strikes. Todd, for the steal, just to review. Question is, name something you might find in a man cave. Answer is given. Number 1, TV or big TV. Number 3, a bar. Number 5, pool table.
For the win. Refrigerator.
Refrigerator.
Oh.
Dan, dan,
What kind of men did they ask?
Ask about 100 of them, I guess. All right. Number 2. Ting, beer or keg.
Beer cake.
Number 4. Ting, video games or video game console.
I was about ready to say pinball machine. Would that have counted?
I was going to say dartboard.
Dirtbird.
Believe it or not, my next answer was alcohol. But have I gotten that with beer?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd have given that to you. All right. So
By the skin of my teeth.
750. 50.
By the hair on your chinny chin chin. Nice job, Brady.
Thank you.
Here's your final.
That was a battle.
That was a
battle
battle.
royale.
It's a battle of the twits.
All right. Good game. Good game.
Good game. Good game.
All right. So got to try out some things in the software, which is good. I wish you all could see the chat on the bottom of the screen like I can. It's pretty cool, actually. The historian says a Fairbairn poster. Richard said a blow-up doll. Gary said a humidor. That's
Good answer. Good
that is
answer.
a good answer. Richard said food, junk food. Jim had several: bar, pool table, fridge, signed jersey.
He was thinking sports memorabilia, and I still think there is hardly ever a man cave without a leather couch.
I have a
Okay.
man cave, and I don't have sports memorabilia, but you know what I do have?
Music
A
memorabilia.
refrigerator. A refrigerator.
That's
True
true.
that. Rebecca, we didn't
But-
welcome you properly. She's been chiming in here. Fridge O beverages, she said.
Was giving her a hard time because she was flexing on us because they have minus 30 temperatures up at Wisconsin right now, and they're still at school.
Mm.
I'm still in school.
Blooded down here.
Brady's still in school too, right?
What?
Did you cancel Brady, or did you
No,
go two
No,
Yeah, we canceled.
Eric, are you still in?
Yeah, 2 hours. 2
Yeah.
hours.
2
Like I
hour
said,
delay.
I think all of Brown County is 2 hour.
All right. Episode 183 coming to a close. Gentlemen, good show. Welcome. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. In and out. 11 people still in the room. We'll look at the schedules moving forward and see when we're going next week. Generally, it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on my end. I assume that's probably where everyone kind of falls, but we'll always put our message out there on Facebook, and you can figure out when we're going to be on. But follow us again. You can look up at our overlay here: Facebook, Twitter, Instagrams, or social media platforms. Listen and watch us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Twitch.
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 Rumble and iHeartRadio and the iHeartRadio app. Among anywhere else you can find your audio podcast, you can find us there. And again, go to our website. It's back up and running, playitbyearpodcast.com. I'm going to try to get things back up there that were on the old site. It's going to look a little different. I'll mess around with what Streamlabs has to offer as far as putting the website together. So that'll be changing as we go along.
No, thank you, Rebecca. We don't need any more cold.
Yeah,
Nope,
like
passed.
Rebecca, it's actually going to be about minus 15 or minus 20 wind chill. So, you know, it's still very, very chilly.
Yes. Chilly enough.
Yep.
All right. Anything else for the good of the order, gentlemen? Schmenomen?
Schminoman.
All right. Takes out. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the Play It By Ear podcast. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter at Play It By Ear Pod 2, and our website at anchor.fm/Play It By Ear podcast. Thanks again, and join us next time as we play it by ear.